how are you all? I'm delighted to be taking part in the ScrapTubeUK hop. That's a bit of a mouthful. And I am going to be using one of my Hip Kit Club kits to scrapbook this super cute photo of my two great nephews on Halloween. Don't forget, at the end of my video, if you look in the description box below, there are links to all the other fantastic creators that are taking part in this hop. I'm sure you'll be fully inspired by the end of it, and you'll be rushing to get out all your scrapbooking kit. So here we go. I've used some of this kit already, and I've kept all these little bits because I like to mat my photos on them. And the main piece of paper I'm using is this one. I absolutely love this. Now, I think it's designed to go this way, but I'm going to use it this way. And the first thing I'm going to do is just chop off the bit down the bottom. Here we go. There we are. And I'm not going to be adding too much mixed media to it, but I do have a pumpkin that I cut out. It was one of the subscriber exclusive files, and I'm just going to add this in the corner. My photo, I'm thinking then, is going around about by here, and I'm going to let this sort of do the talking really. I'm not going to be adding any gesso to the paper, which I usually do if I'm adding mixed media. I'm just going to sort of add the detail in the background. Not perfectly, I just like to say. So I'm using, this is Creamy's Let Us Get Together. And I'm just going to carefully, just sort of roughly where the leaf is going to be, I'm just going to paint in the background, just to sort of make it stand out a bit. As I say, I'm not adding too much water because I haven't got gesso on this. Just going to clean that off. I've never really had any reason to scrapbook Halloween, and it's not something I celebrate. I don't have children. I do some little activities in school. Now I'm going to be using, this is the Lindy's Stamp Gang, and this is Fuzzy Navel Peach. You don't need very much of it. I'm just realised I'm completely out of shot here. So I picked up a little tiny bit of it, a little bit of acetate, and I'm going to add a bit of water. It's very, very strongly pigmented, oh, something like that anyway. So I'm just going to bring this back into shot, just so then I can, need a little bit more water. It's a bit too thick. And I'm just going to sort of paint the background of where the pumpkin's going to be. And there's a little bit of a shimmer to it. I'm not too happy with this corner piece here because as I say, it was thicker than I wanted it to be. There we are. It's just I want this to sort of stand out in the background. I'm just going to move that to one side now. Let's put it over there for a second. There we go. So I'm now going to back my paper, my photo, and I'm going to try and use up some of the little offcuts I've got. And because it's going behind the photo like that, it doesn't matter that it's not all perfectly square. I do think I've improved with using up scraps lately. Before I used to think, oh, you need a complete full mat behind it. But I think since watching lots of other scrapbooking videos, it's made me realise that sometimes you just need a little bit of a colour. There we are. I'm going to just slice a piece across there. It's quite nice actually to be doing something other than Christmas cards. we go. I'm just going to cut this down. Oh, need that cut down a little bit more. Just use my paper trimmer. Put that to one side. I just wanted to have this one then poking out down the bottom here. Like that. And then the other piece of paper that I really love is this one, full of all the words. I'm going to back all of that on there then. I love the words on here about crisp days and the smell in the air. Mainly at the moment in Wales, it's a very wet sort of autumn. It sounds so lovely, doesn't it? All those lovely leaves, and actually they just squelch in beneath our feet wherever we walk. There we go. And I think I might add this one poking out here then, like that. So be brave, use up your offcuts. You haven't got to have a full mat of it, just sometimes just something poking out at the side is lovely. So there we go. So this, if you can see that, can you see this one has got a bit of a sheen to it, a bit of a glitter to it, and it is totally dry now, apart from leaving a bit of glitter on my hands. So my pumpkin is going to go here, like that. And then my photo is going here. I just want the pumpkin to just cover it slightly. So I'm just putting the double-sided directly in the middle of my photo in case I want to add anything behind it. Just going to roll around now and find my glue. It's never on hand when I need it. There. Just add a few dots. The cut files that you can get with a hip kit, the exclusive ones, are lovely. I used this on another layout recently with just this little beauty in his pumpkin suit, and I cut extra pumpkins, so I was determined not to waste them. So there it is so far. So now what I've got, I've put aside some embellishments that I'd like to use, and what I wanted to do was try to match them roughly to the colours in the background. So I'm going to choose this one, make this an October to remember. It's like a reddy purple. I'm just going to put that in this sort of area. I want to add just a little bit of detail now over in this corner because I've got the detail here. There it is. I really need to grow my nails because it's quite hard to get the backing off. I'm going to just put that over the corner of that there. And then in this pack here, I'm going to use this little pumpkin here. He's quite nice as well, but doesn't really go with a Halloween theme so much. And then I'm going to use, I'm going to use these words here. I'm going for the Halloween memories. I'm going to use that as my title then. Look at that, I've pulled the wrong one out now. There we go. I like this one. Just wondering now where. I think I'll put it this side just to create a little bit of a visual triangle. But in the background here, I might just add this one in to make a little bit of more of a cluster. I'm watching the time to make sure I don't run over the time we've been given. There we go. Popping that there. And then I'm just going to choose a couple more embellishments. So I was a bit conscious of how time was running away from me. So here's what I've done so far. I've tried to keep the embellishments in with the colours on the side. I did a layout like that before, and I liked the look of it, so I thought I'd give it another go. I put this little, I made a little cluster here, and I put it making an October to remember, and in this down in here now I'm going to put my title. I may have to move my purple leaf because I'm just going to take it off a second and put it to one side, because I think I'm going to need my title going across there. So I'm going to call it Halloween Memories. I think I've got I think I'm a bit spoiled now when you have the title set out ready for you, because it takes the element of thinking away, which is quite nice sometimes, isn't it? Especially on a Sunday night when you're thinking about the busyness of the week ahead. So I'm just going to pull the centre of these E's out here, and I've lost the dot for my eye. So I've used this little one here, Happy Fall. Obviously in the UK we call it autumn. So I tend not to use anything which just got fall on it, but because of the fact it went in with a colour, I've used it. That is sometimes the problem with having American kits or embellishments. Sometimes just some of the wording is slightly different, which isn't a big problem. I just use what I need, and if I don't want to use it, I just leave it on the pack. There we go. So as you can see, the beginning of Halloween was just laid over the top of my pumpkin, and I'm going to bring my leaf in now, and I think I might put it on this side instead, just making sure everything is stuck down. And there's my layout for the ScrapTubeUK hop. We had the remit to do anything we liked, so I thought I'd go with a Halloween themed one because we haven't long left Halloween, and obviously I'm looking forward to Christmas, but I don't have any new photos yet to start scrapbooking. So please make sure you visit all the other descriptions, all the other links below. You will be in awe of the fantastic talent that's available, and also you should be inspired then to do some more of your own autumnal or fall themed layouts. So huge thank you to every single one of you that's joined me. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much. If you just visited my channel on the off chance, I'd love you to subscribe, please. And if you hit the little notification bell, you can see all the other things I'm getting up to. So take care. See you soon. Hwyl fawr.